Good evening, everyone. Welcome to some bullshit.
Some bullshit.
Some bullshit.
Dark and poorly lit bullshit.
Exactly,
Sorry.
because Chris's lights decided to commit seppuku.
They have, in fact, fallen down
What up, Dragon?
on their swords. How we doing?
Oh, we're doing monsters today, and I do mean
Yay.
monsters plural, because
Indeed.
this is going to be a series of monsters. I was gonna say it might tip over into next week, but we're not going to be streaming next week.
No.
It's
'cause
always
I
the
am
worst,
busy.
Dragon.
Sorry.
It's always the worst, man. But yeah, we are going to be. We're not going to be here next week, but it might see us into the week after. We'll see. But we are going to be converting more.
Mysterious and exciting ride.
He is. And we are going to be converting more Yu-Gi-Oh monsters into D&D 5e monsters. Specifically,
Hells yeah.
for anyone who was a fan of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime growing up, this will probably bring back certain feelings, because we are going to be bringing about the Moth series of monsters, as in the Great Moth, the signature monster of Weevil Goddamn Underwood. So, yeah, we doing bugs today, man.
Yeah.
Just when you thought Lolth was too much of a bitch, she grew wings. So, couple of things that we're gonna do here.
Yup.
I think there are 4 monsters we should do. They are the Cocoon of Evolution, which I think is going to be pretty simple.
Yep.
The Larva Moth, which is like the early stage version of... Because I honestly don't think Petit Moth should be on this, because it'll be just a tiny little thing.
There's nothing wrong with having a tiny little critter. It means
There
it'll
is,
take
but
like 2 minutes to do.
It would take 2 minutes to do, but honestly, I think it's just not worth doing. I don't even think it's worth the 2 minutes.
Okay.
I think just start at the Cocoon of Evolution and work your way up.
Fair enough.
The Great Moth, and then the perfectly ultimate Great Moth.
The big cheese.
The big cheese. And I think we should go a pretty direct translation of the gimmick of the monsters into D&D. So, as with a lot of monsters, you got to think about this in terms of the encounter. You're not going to encounter a Cocoon of Evolution on its own. This is a thing that various insectoids, like, I don't know, Thrycreen, which we could reskin as Basic Insect, or or Insect Knight. Because there are bug people in Spelljammer stuff, so we can just reskin them for like guardians of that. They try and like
plenty of bug-shaped monsters.
Exactly. They are trying to nurture this cocoon so that it blossoms into a perfectly ultimate great moth, like an apex insect. And I think that a different one should emerge depending on how many rounds the Cocoon of Evolution has been alive.
Agreed.
And so if you this is why I want to do Larva Moth, because I want to do it as kind of a reward for killing the cocoon early.
I'm here for that.
I will do that when we are off the stream, America. Because my phone is over there somewhere.
America,
thank you very much for the
welcome
follow.
to the stream.
Pretty much the only things I put on Twitter these days are the announcements for this stream. That's pretty much it.
Because it is a hell site.
Because it is a hell site. It is an absolute hell site. Anyway, so yeah, I want to do Larva Moth as kind of like a reward. So that you have...
I mean, if you want to reskin it as a fiend, you go, Dragon. Just
honestly,
tell us how
do
it
it, man.
goes.
I don't have my monster manuals with me. I lent them to a friend. But like,
I have mine.
there is,
I will get them up.
there's at least one of like the demon lords, I think, that is very bug-like. I might be confusing them with Zuggotmoy, who is very mushroom, but similar kind of vibes. So you could do. So that might be another place to look if you're looking for kind of gross fiends. For inspiration.
Gross as in the very large.
Very large. And also disgusting, because the official art for Zuggotmoy kicks ass, but it is gross. Yeah.
Say.
So you just
I
got
love how
Graz
these, like,
whip
devils
swinging his dick
things-
out there.
Why not?
But yeah. So, the Cocoon of Evolution. No way of hurting you. Absolutely no way of attacking. All of its actions are defensive, and it has no movement speed.
Yeah. But it has a massive health pool.
I think we should give it a health pool, a decent AC, and maybe I'm thinking maybe a regen in a similar vein to something like Trolls, where they regenerate health unless they take a specific damage type.
I like that plan.
Yeah.
I also think it should have, I mean, as standard, I think it should basically be immune to most kinds of conditions because it's a cocoon.
Well, you certainly can't knock it prone.
Exactly.
And I think the Cocoon of Evolution should be either medium or large. What do you think?
I think large is generally better when we're talking about these kind of things, just because, like, you picture something like, you picture like a big throbbing cocoon, like it's from a 90s, bad sci-fi film.
Yeah.
And, like, if it's the size of a person, that's creepy. But if it's big, you're like, oh shit, son. Yeah. I also kind of like the idea that Larva Moth is a large creature, but is pathetic.
Oh yeah, it's gonna suck. Like, Larva Moth is gonna be an absolute chump.
Yeah.
Also, I think the cocoon should be unaligned.
I mean, yeah, it's not doing anything aside from existing.
Like, it doesn't have an alignment.
Yeah.
What kind of party do you think would be a good idea to throw this at?
What kind of party?
Like, what level? Just so I have an idea how tough to make this.
Well, I think it depends on what the most dangerous this can be is. And for me, I think Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth is probably, we're looking at like a CR24 creature.
Okay.
So, that being the case, if we're throwing it against adventurers who can handle a CR24 creature, then yeah, what kind of damage are you looking at them doing per turn? Patron of Web, Burrower of the Abyss.
Glacial Scorpion goes pretty fucking hard, I'm not gonna lie.
I like Glacial Scorpion.
I like that. It sounds like a Zelda boss.
Does a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Reminds me of oh, crumbs. No, can't remember the name of the anime that it reminds me of. Damn.
So
there's Shangri-La Frontier. Shangri-La Frontier. They got a whole bit that's all crystal scorpions, and it's cool as shit.
So, I think give it gigantic bitchin' ass AC of 22.
Yeah,
because if this is a party who are potentially ready to deal with I think that this, like, I agree with it. Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth should be a really, really dangerous creature, but I feel like that should be a punishment.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
So
think
I suppose then we're.
Yeah.
So we're pitching it towards Great Moth is the most likely outcome.
Yes. Because if you don't manage to kill this thing in time to get a Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, you're in fucking trouble.
Okay, so, because let me just do.
Let's.
Hang on.
I am giving this thing a dexterity of 1. at the very least, because no dex.
There we go. I was gonna say. For a second there, it was like, there's no dragons in the monster manual. I was like, that's no fucking true.
There's no dragons in these dungeons.
I know, right? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Probably bonuses to. Yeah, I've got a few ideas for like little things, but what I'll do is I'll just fill out the condition immunities just now.
Yeah.
While I remember.
Ancient Black Dragon CR 21, Adult Black Dragon CR 14, Young Black Dragon CR 7. That's the scaling for dragons. That's what I was just looking at.
Yeah.
Although Young Red Shadow Dragon is CR 13,
That's
so
actually
clearly
fairly-
there is no consistency.
That's actually a fairly good point in terms of don't ignore shadow dragons and stuff because they don't scale.
Yeah,
The scale ones for those don't exist.
that's because they have shadows instead of scales.
Yeah, because I think a shadow dragon, the only one that exists
Hey!
in the manual is the
Blue dragons are more powerful than black dragons. Go off, blue dragons. Well
Yep.
done. Proud of them. Dragonlance would not agree, but you know what? I'm here for it. Green dragons are slightly more dangerous than black dragons, and then if I remember correctly, white dragons are the shittiest.
white dragons are the weakest of the chromatic dragons. I don't remember what the weakest of the metallic ones are.
Fair. And red dragons are the strongest.
Yes.
So yeah, so red dragon does CR 24, CR 17, CR 10. And then young red dragon wormling is CR 4. I mean, I feel like
Honestly, I think larva moth. I think we should maybe increase the gulf a little bit because I don't think larva moth should even be CR4.
I was gonna put it as CR 5 because then it's like here, but like it's Yes, I know my camera's gone to shit. Jay.
Yeah. Oh god damn! I
Covered me.
I thought I'd sorted that.
Sorry, dragon.
Damn it!
I knew. Jay.
I thought I'd layered it right. Stupid
No layers for you.
Stupid obs. Stupid streaming.
Thank you, dragon. You're wonderful. Any
Thank-
excuse to scream at my brother is always delightful.
Look, man, someone's got to pay attention to the maintenance of this stream, and it's sure shit not going to be me.
I mean, everything I can see on the stream has like a solid like 2-3 minute lag on it, so I can't be trusted either.
Yeah, I think that's your internet.
It's just because of I don't know. Watching it back on Twitch, it seems to be big delay.
Also, this thing cannot fucking move.
Yes,
Yeah,
this
like
is true.
This thing should be immobile.
Yes, zero movement speed. Other creatures have to carry it.
Yeah, I do, however, want to give it advantage on saves to resist being moved by force.
Yeah,
Like Thunderwave
that
or
works for me. Yeah.
So I'm envisioning this thing being like stuck fast in a place so that it can gestate.
Thank you. She decided to pass the plate very high, but I have dinner now.
Yay!
I have a very wonderful wife.
This thing shouldn't have any skills either, should it?
I feel like skills. Well, no, we need the health regeneration. That's the
No, as in insight, intimidation.
Oh no, probably not.
Yeah.
Stuck up in the corner of a large dungeon. Yeah, exactly. Like just like with like webbing just stretched out, tying it to the wall.
Not quite what I was thinking, but yeah.
No, actually, well, I know. I was gonna say skills. It should have a massive fucking con score.
Yes. I hadn't done the actual stats yet, apart from Dex, because it was like this thing has 1 in Dex.
Yeah.
Like your way of dealing with this thing is going to be Fireball.
Yeah.
I'm
One
giving it
in
resistance.
Dex.
I'm giving it resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
That's fair.
Genuinely like the henchest con possible. I'm gonna give it 24 in con.
That works.
Because it's going to have nothing else.
Yes.
Um,
We are here for the big con boys.
I think it should be immune to poison damage.
I think that's very sensible.
And immune to psychic damage, because the cocoon itself doesn't have a brain.
Yeah, that's fair.
Any other resistances you think you should have? Because fire is probably what's going to stop its regeneration, so it shouldn't be fire damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I think fire to stop the regeneration. That all feels pretty on the nose.
Cold. Can't really think of any reason why I should resist cold damage.
Bugs hibernate through the cold. Plenty of bugs survive in the cold.
Yeah. Lightning?
Yeah. Bug zapper? Could have a weakness to lightning. Or we just stick with the weakness to fire as like classic, you know.
I mean, I'm not going to give it a weakness to fire. I'm not giving it a vulnerability to fire because I don't want to make that quite that easy.
Fair.
But the fire will stop its health regen.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think it needs any other resistances, to be fair. Like,
Radiant, necrotic,
immunities.
thunder, force, nothing.
nah, it's just like,
Yeah.
I can't think of any good reasons for it beyond, nah, fuck you.
Yeah, that was kind of why I was running down the damage types, being like, all right, what the fuck?
I mean,
Acid,
if you
maybe?
didn't want to give it a big, chonky health pool, you could just give it resistance to fucking everything.
I don't want to give it resistance to everything because that feels unfair. Usually, in terms of like you're trying to deal with it might be an idea rather than giving it resistance to everything, which might be a little harder to manage in terms of encounter. It might be worth giving it a damage threshold.
Damage threshold's not bad.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna give it ones in intelligence, wisdom, and charisma as well,
I think that's fair.
because the actual cocoon is not doing any thinking until it comes out.
No.
But that means that we are giving this thing a beast of a health pool.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave strength as neutral. So,
That's fair.
because I don't have my books with me, Chris, you've got the things in front of you.
I do.
How much health does an adult red dragon have?
An adult red dragon? Why, it has an average of 256 at 19 d12 plus 133.
Seems like we should maybe do more.
I feel like we should do more. Would you like to know how much health an ancient red dragon has?
I would.
It's got 546 at 28 d20 plus 252.
I think we maybe shouldn't go quite so high on that one.
That is maybe.
Yeah, what was the adult one again?
Half that. So 256.
Oh, was it just... Oh,
It's not straight up half, but
Is
it's
it 256 and 512?
256 and 546. So slightly more than double.
Because I was just going to go like, right, what's the difference between those? Nah, should we say 350?
Yeah.
Yeah, 350. Because again, we don't do dice calculations on this channel because we're bad at them.
We don't like doing mathematics because we did it in school. And now I have to file my own taxes.
Yeah.
And I end up looking like a fool.
Yeah, they didn't teach us how to do that. I had to teach myself that. Bastards. Okay, so crazy idea. Legendary actions.
What the fuck's your legendary action?
I think, because just, again, in my mind, this is something that a bunch of, like, bug creatures are trying to bring to fruition. Like, they're trying to gestate it and try and make it bigger. I feel like it should have legendary actions that support... I was thinking maybe Tremor Sense, that support the creatures around it.
Okay, I was thinking maybe more of a call minions type deal, or
maybe,
like
yeah.
a accelerate growth type deal. I feel
You
like
have, like,
the
a
problem
legendary
with
action
legendary
where-
action-
One of the big... You can have, like, a big legendary action where it consumes a nearby creature and ticks the count up.
Only if you've only got one legendary action a turn.
I mean, the other option, I think...
Otherwise, it gets very silly very quickly.
I mean, another thing you might do could be... well, I was thinking it would cost... That one would cost, like, 2 or 3 actions a turn.
Okay.
And you have a couple of others that are like, hey, pick a creature within 30 feet and increase its AC. Or give another creature advantage on attacks. Like, give it... Its presence gives boons to these insect creatures.
Well, if we're going to do it that way, I have an alternate option. Layer action instead of legendary action.
Absolutely, yes. Give it layer
Because
actions.
that's what this is being built for.
Yeah,
this is
this
being
is a
built
layer.
to exist. Yeah, this is a layer. This is a thing that you have to seek out and find that is being defended.
The other... Right, can I offer a compromise between our two ideas?
Something related to pheromones. That's not a bad shout, to be fair, Dragon.
Layer action and auras.
Yeah, you could give it some auras. That would be cool.
Yeah. Give it some auras so there's like... It encourages the creatures to stick close and they'll get, I don't know, classic paladin style bonuses to saving throws, immunity to certain status effects, yada yada.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay, so we're not giving it spellcasting. It can do neither verbal nor somatic components.
Yeah, spellcasting would be ridiculous.
Yeah, no. So right, first things first, regeneration.
Yes.
The cocoon of evolution. I've said cocoon. The cocoon of evolution. The cocoon of evolution.
Le cocon de evolution. Oh.
Regains.
Not a word.
How much does a troll get back in a turn?
Ah, that's a very good question.
I'm really missing.
Let me
these
find
books.
out for you. No.
My shelf. My shelf is so bare.
Troll. Well, then you need to not have friends.
Excuse me if someone said they wanted to study up so they could DM a one shot.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Regeneration. Troll regains 10 hit points at the start of its turn. Bear in mind the troll has 84 hit points.
Yeah, we should probably do
So
more.
Yeah, so it's regenerating an eighth of its health.
Jack it up to 25. Get crazy with this.
Why not? We are dealing with high level adventures. They're dealing a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, but also, this is, again, the way you beat regeneration is you deal this kind of damage and then it doesn't stop it. Also, does the troll regain it at the beginning of its turns? Because it's the same feature.
Start of its turn.
Yeah.
And if it takes acid or fire, it doesn't work. One eighth would be about 45. Yo, Jay. This proves that we're bad at math. That's why we got dragon.
Oh no, I wasn't trying to do the full 1/8, but I'm just looking at it and thinking kind of in terms of average damage, with 22 AC and probably a bunch of other creatures around.
Yeah.
Maybe say 35 because doing 45 damage in a turn. Yeah. Well, it's gotten me thinking more about sort of average damages of higher level parties. So for past level 10, let's stick this at 11th level adventurers. So we're dealing with fighters with 3 attacks, cantrips that are dealing 3 dice.
Well, what's a fighter who doesn't use any abilities dealing every turn?
Assuming
3 attacks with a long sword.
Assuming a long sword, no shield, and a +4 in strength, that is 3d8 plus 12. Let's say the dueling fighting style for another 6 on that. So 3d8 plus 18. I mean, Steel Wind Strike 18. Is one of those spells that's fucking insane for that. Like, it is literally, it is just the Kenshiro, it's just the teleports behind you and fucking stabs you in the back spell, but you do it 5 times.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
spell.
So
if you're doing 3d8 plus,
18,
12 to 18,
that's without magic, that's without bonuses.
Yeah, that's just flat, as you're
3d10
normal.
plus 18.
3d10. There you go. So, realistically, 25 is probably quite low on that scale. Given, ideally, multiple people are hitting this thing each turn.
Yeah, because that's...
31 damage.
33. I might have got my averages wrong.
So yeah,
let's fuck it, I think Dragon's right. Let's go for the 45.
Yeah.
This thing has got to be hard to kill.
Yep. We are looking at parties of 4 and higher. Yeah, 3d10 plus 18.
And that's also just 3d10 plus 18. I was looking at the averages and I did the average of d8s. I did the average of d8s and somehow came out higher because I thought the average of d8 was 5. And that came out to 15. 15 plus 18 is 33. So actually, I think it's actually higher than both of us have calculated, Dragon.
What's the average of a d10? Is it to 5?
It's either a 5 or a 6, I can't remember. I think it's a 5. So, because if it's a 6, then that makes that 36. But that's also one fighter who is not wielding a magic sword.
5.5 technically. That's why they're rounding up to 6.
Yeah. So that is still, again, one fighter who basically has just rocked up in their pants with a rusty old regular long sword and hacking away at this thing.
Yes.
When you are at level 11, if you are not dealing with magic items, your dungeon master is a bastard.
They are a meanie pants.
Yeah. Especially if you have a fighter in the party. If your fighter doesn't have a magic weapon, if you aren't giving your fighter a magic weapon by level 11, you're being really mean to your fighter. It doesn't have to be a good magic weapon, it just has to be like something. I mean, for God's sake, even past level 6.
Be nice to your marshals.
This is the thing, is like at level 6, monks and moon druids are doing their unarmed attacks are magical.
Great way. Let's not go into Great Western Master just adding 10 to all of those.
I was just going with the duelist fighting style. I'll leaving Great Weapon Master alone because Great Weapon Master would add 30 to that.
Yeah, we're trying to think about like a base level of regeneration that's not gonna fuck people.
I was assuming like the lowest layer of fighter,
relative,
where they have just
yeah.
they have taken instead of feats, that's just all been ASIs, just all to keep their strength and shit up. Except I'm imagining a fighter that rolled really badly at their start. Also, yes, Great Weapon Master is fucking insane as a feat. It's amazing. But
so good.
I would argue that the ranged version is better. I would argue that Sharpshooter is a better feat. Because Sharpshooter lets you ignore the range issue. Like, you know how weapons are split into like short range and long range?
Yeah.
You just ignore the short range and you just use the long, like anything within this long range. And if you're holding a longbow, that's 150 feet. Along with having the -5 +10 thing, and you start ignoring cover.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if you can take Sharpshooter and you use a bow a fair amount, fucking take it. It's a scary feat.
I mean, it feels very Battle of Agincourt, that you'd have like mad-ass longbow doing massive damage and then a really big sword next to you, but 0 fucking armor.
Yeah. So you're up there.
There you go. Drawing
your longbow back, and there's just a maul sitting on the ground like that next to you. Be like, well, if anybody gets close, I'm gonna just pancake them.
It's very sensible.
Anyway, so regeneration. What is the next thing? Aura of pheromones.
Well, there needs to be, like a fear resist, because people,
it's
the minions need to stay strong.
Yeah.
No,
right, okay.
for the minions.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put down Aura of Pheromones and give it a bunch of shit in that one ability.
That works.
Because the cocoon itself is immune to fear. It's immune to everything. They're the only status condition
As
you
it
can give
should
this.
be.
What?
You ever seen an afraid cocoon?
Exactly. The only condition that you can give this thing is invisibility. And that seems like a bad idea.
That just seems like the funniest use of the invisibility spell ever.
It's like your illusion wizard is like, I can stop this! I cast greater invisibility on the cocoon! You fucking what?
I mean, Cloud of Pheromones or something like that, yeah.
That's a better name. That's a better name.
There's a little part of me now that's like, horror game, moving through a dungeon, invisible giant cocoon, but you can hear it.
You can just hear the
and
kind
there's
of
clues
like
about that it's there.
swishing.
Yeah. So the players have to like put together the puzzle pieces that it's there, and then if they figure it out in time, they attack it. But if they don't, they get problems.
I'm suddenly not looking forward to your next campaign as much.
My campaign will be wonderful, but it will be after August.
I am gonna punch so many people. This thing is like, these people have never seen me as a player, so they do not know that my strategy in like 90% of combat-focused TTRPGs is be up front and punch people. I have played a good number of frontline-focused, deck him in the face style characters.
I've played a fair variety, but I think the one thing that I play the most infrequently is high wisdom characters.
You don't like people who make good decisions.
I don't like people who make good decisions. It's bad for the plot. So yeah, in the campaign I'm playing in just now, where I have a cleric who's got high wisdom.
Oh my god.
Well, he's got a +2 in wisdom, and I'm just like, I'm so not used to it. I keep checking. I'm like, I have a bonus to perception.
I need to send you one of Ginny D's shorts videos, because she did a whole series that were like, hey, here's how to roleplay high and low stats in characters.
Okay.
So it might give you something to think about.
I'm here for that.
She's really good if you're looking for like roleplay tips.
I mean, I'm a fan of Ginny D. I'm going to just deposit my dinner because I feel bad eating next to the microphone. I can only assume everybody's been listening to me going.
Nope, haven't heard a damn thing.
God damn it.
Sorry. I'm gonna just put this in a bullet list and be like, right, okay, so what are we doing? I'm thinking immunity to fear and charmed, or advantage on saving
Immunity
throws.
to fear and charm, absolutely. Immunity to fear and charm, and yeah, I think the deck improvement to saving throws. I think anything more than that, and we risk making the minions too dangerous.
I was thinking of maybe giving them like a tiny piece of regeneration. Like a
The
D4.
minions, I feel like we'd be better with a call more minions option.
Yep, fair.
Sorry.
How big should the bonus of saving throws be?
The really bad bit of me wants to say equal to your con modifier.
What, plus? No. We're not giving them a +7 to all saving throws.
Yeah, that would be a bit mean.
What we can maybe actually do is give them because I don't want it to just be two things. I think maybe also give them honestly, I think basically just bless them as well.
Also, thank you, Dragon, for saying that you can't hear my chewing. I appreciate it.
Fuck it. I'm gonna say we're gonna go with full level paladin and say a +5 bonus to
all saving throws. I'm here for it.
And I'm gonna say they
It does
can add...
partly depend on what it does, in fairness, partly depend on what the minions are.
That's
in fairness.
true. I'm thinking fairly basic, to be honest with you, but many.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking maybe give them an extra D4 or a D6 to attack rolls. Not to damage, just attack rolls.
Yeah, we could do that. Again, if they're like shitty wee things, then sure. What is...
I'm gonna be nice and say weapon attack rolls. Because if we... That's probably enough, because that's quite a bit to have for minions. Like, immunity to a couple of conditions, big bonus to saving throws, and a D6 to their weapon attack rolls.
Yeah. So looking at the different little possible minions, the answer is there's not a lot of bugs in the whatchamacallit, the monster manual.
Well, the ones that I'm thinking of specifically are very like space themed.
Space themed bugs.
Yeah, because there is a race, and it is a playable race, but there are also, of course, monster versions of it.
Yeah.
In Spelljammer, called the Thrycreen.
Yeah, you were talking about them earlier.
Yeah, and I'm trying to... Ooh, Solar Dragons. I'm going to pull that one later. Space Clowns. I've got Space Clowns are in this book. Right,
Every time I see insect in these books, it's like talking about...
Look at that. That's a bug warrior. That's the buggiest bug warrior I ever bugged.
That's a distinctly buggy bug warrior.
Yeah. And we've got, let's see... Thrycreen Gladiator. Okay, so we have at minimum a CR2 with a Thrycreen Hunter, at maximum CR7 with a Thrycreen Gladiator. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So what you're probably looking at is a bunch of hunters, maybe a couple of 1 or 2 mystics, and maybe a gladiator. All surrounding this thing.
Fair enough.
Because I imagine like the structure of the encounter is very much going to be based around the cannon fodder trying to swarm you.
Yeah.
While you like need to focus on this, because I think it would very much be a lot more quantity over quality.
Yeah. This is really. This is pants.
What are you looking for?
Bugs.
Yeah, there's not actually a lot of bug creatures. Like there's a few like giant bug creatures like rust monsters and remharazes and neogis and yeah. But there isn't a bug category.
No, there's not, and that's annoying me because like insect realistically just brings up the ankeg.
Yeah. But there's tons of things. Like, for example, like
CR2 thing.
Most of them come under monstrosities, and
yes.
If I mean, for God's sake, if I was going to pull anything out as like the top bug or insect monster in the monster manual, the obvious answer is the purple worm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, rust monster is definitely a bug. Like that thing's a termite. It's a giant termite. But the fact that there isn't any kind of like subcategory, because there's a subcategory for plants, there isn't one for bugs. Yeah. So it makes them a little hard to go through.
That would be.
Anyway.
Carrion crawler would be a bug.
Yeah, carrion crawler would be a bug.
Also, there's lots of spider type things.
Yep.
But no ant type things. We need more ants.
Well, there's at least one race in D&D that's very spider themed, so
that's
the drow.
Jonathan, that's racist.
Like so many things in life, you can blame Lolth. Because that's not racist. It's sectarian. Insectarian was right there, god damn it!
Insectarian was right there. Disgraceful.
Ah!
Disgusting.
As soon as I said it. God damn it. So close. Right, so we've got our aura.
Yep.
I think now we need to put in the... Yeah, we need to put in the emergence thing.
Yeah, so how many turns would it take your party of 4 to kill this thing?
Yeah, because I think if we just lift
the question we're asking.
I think if we just, because I think it's 5 turns in Yu-Gi-Oh to do the
Great Moth.
to get the Great Moth. I think that might be a little short.
Well, it's 2 to get Larva Moth.
Yeah.
5 for Great Moth. I think it's 8 for Perfectly.
It's 7 or 8.
Perfectly Ultimate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 8.
Hang on, I actually have the Yu-Gi-Oh wiki up.
See, I gave up on the Yu-Gi-Oh wiki after last time. 6? God damn, it's so much easier than I expected.
It is 6 to summon perfectly. Well, considering the amount of work you need to do in Yu-Gi-Oh to get it, because you need to summon Petzit. And this was back in the day before like summons were easy. It's like you had to spend 2 turns summoning Petzit Moth, keeping it alive, summoning a Cocoon of Evolution, and then keeping it alive for 6 turns. So actually, it is actually 7.
Oh yeah, it's a pain in the arse.
Oh, it's a fucking nightmare. They have done a couple of like retrains of Weevil's monsters lately because Yu-Gi-Oh fans are nothing if not nostalgia baiters. And there is, but one of them is very ostensibly a fusion between the Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth and the Insect Queen.
Just put our 2 biggest bugs together to make a big bug?
Yeah. And I propose that when we get to Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, which will not be tonight, I'm going to take some liberties and some inspiration from that.
Fair.
Because Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth doesn't have an effect.
No, it doesn't. It just has big old damage.
Yeah, so I think we need to do so. I think we're going to need to draw from a few sources.
Fair enough. To be fair, Larva Moth and Great Moth don't have...
No, none of them have effects.
Yeah.
It's all about just
here is
summoning a big beat stick.
Big damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Yeah.
How big is your beat stick?
Yeah. That's a style of Yu-Gi-Oh! I very much enjoyed, where it was like, no, I gotta take out my opponent before they build up and build up and build up, rather than now, which is just like, okay, I have to win the coin toss so that I can go first and execute my gigantic monster combo before my opponent executes theirs. I will complain about this until the Konami dies.
I mean, you know what the truest way to play Yu-Gi-Oh is now, though?
Play Magic the Gathering?
Pachinko!
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
It's like, what's the... that's fair. But it's like, you know, what's the most authentic way to play Resident Evil? Pachinko!
Hit the lever! Resident Evil... No, not Resident Evil. Resident Evil wasn't made by Konami. You're thinking of Silent Hill.
I'm thinking Silent Hill, aren't I?
Yeah, Resident Evil hasn't gone so far as pachinko machines. It's done fucking everything else, but...
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Okay, so...
Hello.
Once the cocoon of evolution reaches 0 hit points,
Once the cocoon reaches out to you, then you will know the truth. The spice is the universe.
Fucking, it's like, what Tiny Dune reference can I make?
It's a very long time since I've seen the original Dune. I haven't seen the new ones. I'm told they're good.
I'm not going to. I know some people who were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go watch the Dune movies," and like they didn't know anything about it. Specifically, that Dune itself is old school, dense as fuck sci-fi.
Yeah, but also like, as a series, there's a kind of collective agreement that you can just read the first one.
Yeah, that's usually a bad sign for something that's...
Yeah, it goes off the rails very, very fast. Frank Herbert had a strong initial vision.
Yeah.
And also,
At least
yes,
he wasn't
I saw the chant dragon. I appreciate.
At least he wasn't Robert A. Heinlein.
Robert A. Heinlein?
The guy who wrote Starship Troopers and Stranger in a Strange Land.
Don't tell me he turned fucking Starship Troopers into a series.
No. Didn't turn them into series, but Stranger in a Strange Land is weird in bad ways. It's very
I do feel like
pro-cannibalism.
fair. I do feel like every prolific science fiction author does need to write something just real fucking strange.
Well, I will also
like-
point out that Starship Troopers is kind of... The book is played straight as far as I'm aware. It was only the film that turned it into a satire.
Oh, that's upsetting.
Is. Remember, Paul Verhoeven,
I mean, I'm not...
the one director who will do so many satires that no one will fucking get. Despite the fact they're so obvious. Because he's the same guy who did Starship Troopers and RoboCop.
The original RoboCop was a satire?
Yes.
I have to say that it contains a lot of very serious shit.
Oh no, it's not funny satire. It's...
No.
But it is still...
commentary would be a better term. Like, I definitely feel like there's commentary in RoboCop. I wouldn't necessarily have said satire.
I think satire has become too loaded with comedy due to like political satire, but it is still like a... Anyway, sorry, we need to get back to this fucking cocoon. Because it's 9:05. Okay.
Yes.
Depending on the number of turns the cocoon of evolution has had, a different creature emerges. So, if... Okay, we're looking at So what we need to do is kind of look at a party of 4, because we're looking at our standard, and try and work out kind of party of 4. We used level 11 as our previous thing, so let's look at that.
Yep.
And then work out kind of the average damage that they would do in a round. And then go, okay, if they do more than that, they get larva moth. If they do less than that, they get perfectly opposite. Okay.
Our health pool is 300?
350.
350. Okay. Well, we already established that a bitch-ass fighter with no magic weapons is doing, 36 damage, maybe upwards.
Let's say 36.
Okay.
So that's one turn.
That's a third of 100. So realistically, that would suggest that we can probably take out. We could probably take out 350 health in 3 turns.
Well, let's kind of run this down and go with let's lowball everybody's moves here and go. We've got a party of 4 that are using their spells and abilities without magic items or, honestly, spell slots.
Can't say without spell slots because, what we're gonna measure the casters on.
Cantrips.
11th level. What level are you shooting fireball at?
5th, I believe.
5th.
No.
Okay. How much damage does a 5th level
6th.
fireball do?
Well, 5th level fireball does 10d6.
Okay. Well, we can measure off 10d6.
But you're not doing that every turn.
No, but you're doing an equivalent probably every turn, because 10d6 doesn't necessarily bring us much above the 36 that the fighter does, in terms of an average.
That is true. Okay, so let's say you get
Probably brings us closer to the 40 mark.
It takes us well over the 40 mark. So I was gonna scale it off the 3d10 firebolt.
Fair. Well, I was gonna say, because if you're 10d6, average on a d6 is about a 4, isn't it?
So just to make this more consistent, because again, you'll only have 1, maybe 2 5th level spell slots at that level. I can't quite remember. Let's scale it off a 3rd level fireball, which is 8d6.
Okay.
Because you'll be able to pump out a lot more of those.
Okay. Well then, we're looking at 8 times 4.
8 times 4, which is
36. Yeah. No, 36.
32. 36 is 9 times 4.
But 8 times 5 is 40. Oh, because it's the 8.
Yeah.
I'm very clever.
So that's 36 plus 32. That's 2 members of the party. Let's say we've got a barbarian running around with a great axe, 2 attacks around, 2d12 plus. Let's give them a max in strength because
10.
2d10 plus 10 plus another, I think 6 for rage damage.
Probably.
So that's 2d12 plus 16. Average of a d12 is 6. So 12 plus 16, 28.
Yeah.
And then chuck in.
So we're all circling around about the 30 mark.
Yeah, they're all circling it up and around the 30 mark. So if we give them another caster that's probably doing like a cleric with upper leveled guiding bolts, just to make the maths easier, because that runs about the same as fireballs. if you're upcasting them.
So realistically, we're doing party 4 is doing
about 128.
We're basing it on
damage.
I was gonna say about 120 damage.
Yeah.
If we average it and bring the average down.
I've just added the averages together, so we're looking at roughly 120 to 130 damage a turn.
Yeah. So that means 350 you're taking out in 3 turns.
And that's if everything is focused on the cocoon.
The cocoon. Alright.
So yeah, what I'm gonna say is 4 turns or less, and you get Larva Moth.
Sounds good.
Just to give them a little bit of leeway.
That's about where I was gonna go.
Yeah.
5
Oop.
gives you Great Moth.
I think 5 to 6 gives you Great Moth,
I think so.
and then 7
So
or
actually,
more.
we're holding pretty close to the actual monster.
Fucking yeah, we are actually.
Yeah.
Great Moth.
Great Moth.
Okay. That is the backbone of that monster.
Yeah.
Just gonna remove that, which is none. Okay. So yeah, it's got its aura to boost the minions. It's got its regeneration to keep it alive. And it's got its right. Because just give me 2 seconds. Because I'm just gonna wait. Right. So if they don't use fire, that comes out about 83 damage a turn.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, even if they don't use fire, you can do that in 4 turns.
Yeah.
Should we maybe jack the regeneration up a bit? Nah, no, because we're not focusing on we're not calculating minions here.
Correct.
We're not including minions in this calculation, which are going to make things harder.
Indeed. That is their purpose.
So, should we give this thing any actions?
Well, we wanted to give it legendary actions.
We wanted to give it legendary actions, but should we give it something to actually do on its turn?
Nah.
You sure?
Squirm.
See, I don't know. I feel like it should have, again, some kind of like either a bolstering action, or it can do something that doesn't actually hurt you but debilitates you. Like inflicts disadvantage on an attack or something.
Well, do you want to give it a reaction?
No, I want to give it something that it can do on its turn.
Okay. Well, come up with something.
I'm going to say a bolster. I'm going to give it a bolster action.
Alright.
Um,
Hang on, I'm going to go and get my laptop charger because I thought I had more battery than I do.
oh! And I'm basically just counting this bolster action as like a long distance help. So yeah, literally it's an action, something can give something within 30 feet of it advantage on its next attack.
What did you come up with?
One creature within the Cocoon of Evolution gives one creature within 30 feet of it advantage on its next attack or saving throw.
Yeah?
That's
that
it.
Sounds pretty good.
That's it.
Yep.
Like, I didn't want anything big. It was just like, I want this to have something so that it's not just sitting there in the initiative order. Which admittedly, like, it's just sitting there in the initiative order being scary.
Yeah. It's a threat.
Yeah.
As in a threat of things to come.
Yeah. This is probably going to come out as a fairly tough fight, because people are going to have to expend some resources to kill this thing.
Yeah, and then as soon as you've killed it, you've got to deal with the actual fight.
Yeah, because like Great Moth should still be a challenge. If you've done badly, probably Ultimate Great Moth is going to be a fucking hard one. Larva Moth, if you do well, you can just you're going to stomp it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we've created a monster that incites either a positive or a negative gameplay loop. That's fun. Right, don't give a shit about reactions. Let's go legendary actions.
Alright, legendary actions. Summon more swarm.
How many legendary actions should it get to take a turn?
Two.
Okay.
Because, like, if we give it, like, 2 little things and then a thing that uses all of its legendary actions.
Yeah, because that's... I mean, I've got the Ancient Solar Dragon in front of me. Just because it was the first legendary creature I could find.
That's fair.
It gets 3 legendary actions, which is fairly standard. And its 2 options are either a tail attack, which is 1 legendary action, or a big radial thing that costs 2 legendary actions. So
Yeah.
in the round it can either do 3 tail attacks, or a tail attack and a blinding brilliance.
Yeah. And I think for this, it needs to be summoning more friends.
Yep.
Possibly like a fear or something against an enemy within its cloud of pheromones.
Okay.
And then what was the big thing we were talking about before?
I was talking about it consuming something and ticking its turn counter up.
Yeah, that should cost 2.
Okay, so 3 legendary actions with 3 options, 2 of which cost 1 and 1 of which costs 2.
I would rather have that one I don't want it to be an option that it can just swallow something every turn.
I mean, you can make the swallowing one a 3 action if you want.
That's kind of, I feel like it should be a choice between swallowing something and doing other stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I also don't want it to be able to summon like a shit ton of minions every turn.
Oh, no. I'm not thinking anything more than like a D4 of...
Well, so this is why I'm thinking like 2 legendary actions a turn.
Okay.
So I could do like a minions and a fear.
Okay, so I can do either like minions and a fear, or 2 well, you can't take 2 legendary actions. No, you can.
You can take... but you can't do them at once.
Yeah, you can't do them at once. So you can do like 2 rounds of minions, or a minion and a fear, or 2 rounds of fear. Or you can swap someone.
Yeah, that feels a better balance.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
In my head. Yeah. Alright, that's who I'm going to look at. My favorite. There we go.
Okay, so first option. summon the swarm.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the Leviathan and discovering it doesn't have any layer actions. That makes me sad.
Well, the layer actions aren't in stat blocks.
No, they're in the text adjacent, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in the text around them.
Yes. Doesn't have it.
Yeah, they're. I mean, this is the thing: is layer actions can go kind of crazy because like I said, I've got the ancient solar dragon in front of me.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something fun about a solar dragon's lair?
I would love to.
Any creature that enters the star or starts its turn inside it takes 132 radiant damage.
Jesus!
A solar dragon customarily layers in a star's radiant core or nests in a gigantic hollowed-out rock engulfed by the star's blinding radiance. The star in which a solar dragon makes its lair has the following effect on creatures. A creature that is within 10 miles of the star or inside it is blinded by its intense light, unless the creature has protective gear to shield its eyes, such as goggles of the night or a similar form of eyewear.
What's even the point in having that? Like, why would you...
Because some people are stupid enough to fly into the sun, and consequences need to exist.
Alright.
I think the idea is that you try and tempt them out of their lair, or
that's fair.
you go on a little side quest to upgrade your Spelljammer so that it can protect you from the radiant damage.
That's fair.
That's how I would do that.
Yeah, because
Anyway,
I suppose you are supposed to fight it in a ship.
Yeah. Or at least get to it in a ship. Summon 1d4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Insect Knights. Just because that's an insect monster. That's an insect normal monster from Yu-Gi-Oh! That can be, I think, pretty easily swapped out for Thri-Kreen.
I mean, it's a 4-star insect creature.
It's one of the classic 4-star beat sticks.
Yeah. That works.
Hunters. Yeah, just making the note that Insect Knights are just rescreened Thri-Kreen Hunters. Other one is Fear the Larva.
Yeah?
Just trying to think of cool names. Or Fear the Squirm.
That works.
Squirming Fear!
Squirmy fear! Oh dear.
It's nasty, but I like it.
Deeply.
Squirming Fear. So I think this should probably affect more than one creature at a time. No? Should it? No.
No, because you've only got a party of 4, and like if you do it once and it hits everybody, then you never use it again. So you just summon things.
Well, I was thinking about like doing it on creatures that are like directly adjacent to it, something that is within 5 feet.
Yeah, everything that's within 5 feet, sure.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was
definitely
thinking.
feel like I was gonna say because we've already got our aura of pheromones,
That's mostly for bolstering the minions. This is for
but it gives us an area that we're already affecting.
which is 15 feet.
And in theory, that's what we're doing is controlling the pheromones.
Yeah.
So we just be like, and also it gives it slightly more battlefield control and like relevance because realistically, too many people can fuck this thing up from a distance or run in, fuck it up, and run away because it can't take attacks of opportunity. It can't make attacks of opportunity.
No, it can't. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
actually,
so
in
I
that
feel
case, should we give it one spell and make it spike growth? Centered on itself.
Ah, man. Nah, you'd give it contagion.
Oh, fuck, you would.
Yeah.
Ugh. The contagion or bestow
As a reaction,
curse.
if you're hit by a melee attack, you can cast contagion on the thing that hit you.
Like, here, disease.
Yay!
So the way to kill this thing, bring a paladin.
Blight. This is true.
Force one creature within 15 feet of the cocoon to make I'd assume wisdom save.
Yeah,
It's a fear.
that's standard for fear. Although, if it's pheromones, we could make it really funny and make it a con save.
That's actually a good point. What DC should we set?
Yeah. 11th level. Most people have got a minimum of a +2.
And
DC of 16.
yeah, 16.
18. 16.
16 Constitution saving throw.
Indeed.
On a failed save, the creature is frightened of the cocoon until the end of its next turn and must use its action to run away.
Yes. Aye. That sounds good.
But nothing on a
From-
successful saving throw. You just power through it. Like, so it's a bit of a sucker save.
I was gonna say, from yesterday, I've just found the Ogre Howdah.
Yeah, it's good, right?
That's awesome. Why is it only a CR2?
Because it's really
Such
slow
a
moving,
waste.
and its main thing is that it's supposed to have like just regular goblins on its shoulders. Like, there's meant to be like 4 goblins on that thing.
Yeah. I suppose the goblins are the things that are doing the most damage, aren't they?
Well, yeah, and it's meant to protect. It's protecting the goblins because the goblins are quite hard to shoot while they're in an ogre howdah.
Yeah. They have 3/4 cover. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Just walking around, which is great because that's basically a +5
Yeah.
to their AC.
Well, now I've found what I was looking for. Retrievers. CR14. Bugs.
What should we call the consume
Metal
action?
bugs. Is there a word for when bugs do a big munch?
I mean, depending on the bug.
I mean, I'm kind of, a little bit of me is kind of thinking of the brain bugs from, again, Starship Troopers.
God, it's been so long since I've seen that.
It's honestly, rewatching it helped untraumatize me from it. Because I finally understood it as an adult, as I didn't when I first watched it at the tender age of 10.
Yeah.
And purely remembered, like, the brain bug at the end, which was horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the bit in Starship Troopers that sticks in my head that kind of like just really points it out as the satire that for some reason nobody got was like he's in the recruiting office and a guy says, "Well done, son. The Marines made me the man I am today." And he shakes his hand with a prosthetic arm, and when he pushes his chair away, you realize he's missing both legs.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
People,
peak.
people didn't get it. Paul
No,
Verhoeven,
no,
man, that guy
and-
has suffered. Just sit there being like, why do people not fucking get this? I thought I made it obvious.
Because the domestic audience that he punted it to.
Yeah. Whoop. Anyway. Fuck, I'm just gonna say some of the swarm and consume the swarm.
Yeah. I've just come by Starspawn Larva Mage. You prick.
You know the best thing is?
What?
That's not even the most dangerous star spawn.
Oh, I'm
By
fully aware.
several layers.
Oh god, I am.
To be fair, you guys have fought the most dangerous kind of star spawn. But
There's always room to grow.
there's always room to grow, but I do have my copy of Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, which has the really scary ones in it.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's where you get your greater Starspawn emissary. remember the sheep.
Yes, I do remember the sheep.
I'm not explaining. Reduce one friendly creature within 30 feet to 0 hit points. Oh, hang on, sorry. Forgot to include the crucial bit here. Costs 2 actions. That's the crucial bit. Increase the turn counter for the emergence ability by 1. Should we also give it a little bit of healing when it does that, or should it just increase the turn counter?
Yeah, give it a little bit extra healing. Fuck it.
Also, I'm just gonna, I'll do like a regen's worth of hit points. So 45.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So yeah, put the turn counter up by 1, and we heal an extra 45.
Yeah. At the cost of not adding reinforcements.
Indeed.
Or potentially protecting itself.
Yeah.
So, that I think is everything in terms of features. I've given it a con save of +10. Should we give it any other bonuses to saving throws?
No, I think we had this conversation where like we couldn't really justify it.
Well, I was just getting.
Unless you want to give it like a massive bonus to charisma saves.
Honestly,
Or with
it's got a -5 to charisma. I'm kind of tempted to just give it like, for some reason, a stupidly high intelligence or wisdom or charisma save.
I mean, to be fair, both, well, intelligence, I think we don't need, because most things that require like a high intelligence saves require it to have an intelligence score, and it doesn't.
An intelligence score of 4 or higher.
Yeah, so if we
Which
give
this
an
doesn't
intelligence score of 1, it's just immune to intelligence saves.
A lot of them, yeah. Certainly a lot of the dominate ones.
Yeah, but I think certainly we could also give it a massive wisdom score, because it's not going to be afraid of anything, because it can't think. Oh, well, no, it's immune to fear. So
It's
actually,
immune to fear,
a lot of the wisdom save stuff we have immunities to already, because a lot of those are for effects.
Yeah.
So actually, no, I think we're good.
Honestly, I just thought it'd be funny. Just to give it a massive charisma, but only to the saving throw, not the score.
Fair.
So it's still got a 1 in charisma, but its saving throw bonus is for some reason like a +15.
I mean, I'm almost tempted to go the other way, give it like a dog shit saving throw, but a massive charisma score. Because it's intimidating as fuck. It's a real presence on the field.
That's not really how that works, but yeah.
Charisma is about, like, you know, inserting
Presence.
yourself into, like, the place. So,
Is it about
it's about presence. And this has presence.
But it doesn't have presence of mind. It just exists.
No, it has... Yeah, its sheer existence is a presence.
It's a lot closer to a structure than anything
I
else.
heard you were calling for me. Charisma.
Hello, charisma.
Hello, it's charisma.
It is, in fact, charisma up the wazoo. Hi.
I prefer the term hoo-ha.
If you want some...
You and nobody else. You and nobody else, Mary.
Hiya.
Love you.
Love you too.
How do?
Have I wrecked your stream?
No, you're all good. We're having a lovely time.
It's like if anybody's wrecked the stream, it's us.
Cool. Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, I think that's probably it. Like the stats are good, the saving throws are good, resistances we couldn't really come up with any extras for that. Condition immunities, fucking everything.
Yes.
Damage immunities to poison and psychic, regen, aura of pheromones, emergence, bolster, legendary actions. Yeah, that's our. I think that's our boy.
I think that's our boy.
Yeah. So I'm just
Oh,
gonna.
my boy.
Oh, my boy! My precious boy! Father, help!
No, my boy. So I'm just bringing it up to the chatting screen so that I can fiddle about in my rat's nest of folders.
Yeah, that's fair.
To find the right
I'm gonna
images and saving.
I'm gonna say something controversial.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be relatively simple.
Well, to
Took
be fair,
us an hour 35.
well, we did start nearly half an hour late and went on a number of tangents.
I was 15 minutes late.
You were 20 minutes late, Chris.
Oh, I checked my phone and it said 1:15. I'm sorry. Okay, well, so my point is I don't think we can do Larva Moth in 25 minutes.
I mean,
don't trust us.
Larva Moth's gonna have less shit, to be honest with you.
I mean, do you want to try and speedrun it?
No.
No, exactly.
But I do like that we got Cocoon of Evolution.
Yes.
Because that's gonna be like that's like the backbone of this. And kind of an adventure. It's a bit like Fortress Whale, where we're creating an adventure around this thing, but we're not gonna go as far as we did with Fortress Whale.
No, although I love Fortress Whale.
Fortress Whale we've done good on, and I want to write like a mini module around it.
I think so.
I think that'd be a fun little diversion to do at some point.
Yeah.
Probably not at some point soon, but yeah.
No.
It might end up on the Patreon at some point. We'll see. Almost definitely for free. Because I don't feel good about making people pay for shit at the moment.
Oh well. But right. No, that was fun though. We had fun. Everybody had fun. Mandatory fun.
We still got 25 minutes left. Should we maybe chat about concepts and ideas for the rest? We're just talking about bugs. Because I had to look up how to spell the word lepidopterist for this.
Lepidopterist? What is a lepidopterist?
A lepidopterist is someone who studies moths and butterflies.
That's fun. I like that.
Which is something I learned from the worst Kingsman movie. Somehow.
Third one?
No, the second one.
The second one's the worst one.
The second one is the worst one. Like, the first one is phenomenally good. The second one falls a bit flat. And then the prequel they did...
Yeah.
With Ralph Fiennes, he's actually very enjoyable.
Okay.
But in a different way.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is the fact that Ralph Fiennes has incredible charisma and brings an element of poignancy to it that didn't exist previously, and it works fairly well.
Okay.
Because it's
I wasn't
about
expecting poignancy in my Kingsman film.
I mean, it's about the origin of the Kingsman Agency, and the origin of it is that guy loses his kid in World War One. So there's a bit of a. It's like the guy who sets it up loses his son in World War One, and it's kind of heartbreaking.
Okay. That sounds like they did a pivot.
A little bit, but it's good, and it's still got that. It's still kind of got the style.
Yeah.
There's nothing that matches the church scene.
No.
From the first movie, but to be honest, the vast majority of movies can't do that.
Yes.
And if anybody who's watching this doesn't know what we're talking about, go watch Kingsman: The Secret Service, and remember that Colin Firth did all his own stunts. Except for one.
Which, that is pretty crazy to me, I have to say.
Yeah.
Like, Colin Firth is not known for doing all of his own stunts.
And he's a man in his 50s.
Yeah, like, he's an old man.
Like, the one stunt that he did that they got a stunt double in for and it's a really quick one. It's in that church scene.
Yeah.
There's a bit where, like, two people throw him into the organ pipes.
Yeah.
And we're like, we can't ask him.
I think that's
we can't ask a 56-year-old man to do that.
No, that's a bit rough.
Yeah. But he did all the rest of that fight choreography. All the rest of that is
very
him.
cool.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie. And in the second one, he's like, spoilers. He dies directly after that church scene. He's like, nope, character's too awesome, can't survive. Yeah, they basically cure him of a headshot in the second movie.
Well, that's a bit silly.
It's very silly. But he's like lost his mind, his memory, and is obsessed with butterflies, and they refer to him as the Lepidopterist, which is how I learned that word.
Excellent.
Yeah. That's not really much of an anecdote, to be honest with you. It's just a thing. But I thought it was fun.
Thank you. I appreciated it. Just looking through, like, you know, like the wee lists of like shitty creatures and monsters and NPCs and stuff that comes at the end of each like monster book.
Yeah, the appendices.
You know, yeah, you know, guard, knight, mage, gladiator, druid.
Yeah.
Everything has a CR of 5 or lower.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of just like generic things. They're really handy. I'm not gonna lie. Having those there just as stat
handy.
blocks, where it's like I just need some town guards, or I just need some random folks. Like, okay, you're going to a druid grove. I need some druid stat blocks in case people decide to go fucking ham on them.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%.
Yeah, that's why they're in those. I mean, so many of them don't really have proper art.
No, but you know, the bandit captain in the monster manual is interesting.
Well, where he's like, he's got the fucking bandana and the big curved sword, and he's like, he's got no neck.
And the big bushy beard.
The great big bushy beard. I need to watch more movies. So I rewatched Glass Onion last night.
That's fun. I really enjoyed Glass Onion.
It's a really good movie. I'm really looking forward to when the third one comes out.
Yeah.
So that I think is coming out fairly soon.
Oh, because a friend of ours was over recently from our childhood. And we were talking about films that we loved as kids. Do you remember Merlin? The film?
Yes. The really long
with Sam Neill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've Barry ordered a copy of it because she's wonderful. So we now have a copy of Merlin that we're going to watch at some point.
Hell yeah. There's a lot of movies I need to watch, and I need to find. I also need to find a new series to watch because at least as background stuff, because I finally ran out of Netflix's library of Taskmaster.
Fair.
Yeah. You find something else. Oh well, I'll have to crack open the Star Trek vault again.
There is much
Star Trek. I never actually finished Deep Space Nine, and I should probably do that.
Fair enough.
Because I finished.
Always watch Babylon 5 if you want to be sad.
How about no? I mean,
I did promise Vary ages ago that I would watch Babylon 5 with her because it's all on BBC, and we have not done so.
I mean, I've still got like several seasons of Deep Space Nine left. It's not like, because for some reason, because I watched my first Star Trek series was Next Generation, and for some reason I've just never watched like the last 6 episodes. Like I got to the last series and all steam ran out and I just stopped watching it. It wasn't because it went bad or anything. I just didn't watch any more of it, and I never picked it up.
I think this is the thing. I'm like, because I absolutely developed prestige fatigue and have never really gotten round it. Like, so this is why like Vary and I pretty well just exclusively watch anime at the moment, because like 20 to 24 minute episodes is what we can handle. That's what we can do.
I mean, old Star Trek's actually good for that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And I would maybe recommend Deep Space Nine, because it's a lot more episodic and it's very rather than it being a ship flying through space, it's a space station, and it's like no, these people live and work here, rather than intrepid adventurers. It's like no, this is our fucking job.
See, I feel like if I were going to do that, I'd watch Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Because that had an epic fucking theme song.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Power
That's very fair.
Rangers Lost Galaxy.
See, now you need to rearrange. We now need to rearrange that for a string quartet. and play Sentai and Sensibility.
Yes, we do! We could do Sentai and Sensibility in space!
We fully could.
We fully could!
Space
100%
Regency.
fucking... Yes! I'm so here for this.
Right, the next time I'm in Glasgow, remind me to give you all the books, because when a couple of friends, when our friend from Ireland was here, when Badger was here, I gave him all of my TTRPG books that I had on my my memory stick, and got a whole bunch from him as well.
Fair.
So I need to look through those. But
At the moment, I'm like, Blaze in the Dark is enough for me just now, and that'll become what it becomes eventually. First of all, I need to finish the Fringe.
I mean, it just means that you will have the books, which is the important thing.
That is true.
Because there
that
is
is
no
true, and I do
pressure to
appreciate
read them. It just means that when I turn around to you and be like, "Hi, I want to run this thing," you can go, "Okay, cool. It's in the folder you gave me."
That works.
Yeah. Because at some point, I think, depending on how your Fringe schedule goes, I might run a one-shot of Cobalt Ate My Baby.
I'm here for
before
this.
we do
I'm
Blaze in the
very
Dark.
here for this.
But
I'm
we need to
gonna
fix
try
your
and keep
computer
my
first,
Sundays free, to be
because
fair, but we'll see.
we need to fix your computer first so that we can play video games together on this channel and hang out more.
Yes, and that will happen eventually.
That will happen when I come round and fix your computer.
Yeah, I mean, to
Okay.
be fair, like, everything I own is clearly falling apart at this moment, including the lights, so, you know, not saying it's a metaphor for my own mental state, but we're doing okay.
Don't. I had a conversation with Mum about that today. We're all doing well mentally. We're all doing great over here.
Oh, good.
It's fine. It's fine. I have my emotional support swamperts. They're over there, supporting me emotionally.
Good.
It's my boys. Right. I think that's us.
I think that is us.
Yeah, because we're just waffling now.
We are. You can find him on Twitter. You can find him on... Well, don't find him on Twitter, because he doesn't do much on Twitter.
No, find me on
Can
Twitter.
find
You'll
him.
get the announcements for these streams. That's it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Otherwise, mainly follow his game company at @AULD_game. That's AULD_games. On Twitter, on Instagram, on LinkedIn if you're crazy. On Blue Sky.
What's the last one?
You don't do Facebook, do you?
We do, actually.
Yeah, I follow you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, those are places that you can find Jay's stuff and his fabulous game, I Wish There'd Be Stars. I Wish There'd Be Stars?
I thought there'd be
I
stars.
thought there'd be stars. I remember stuff. I pay really good attention, and I'm very awake.
Yeah, things have been a little quiet over the
Um,
last month, but we are getting back into it. We are coming back revamped and ready to rock. We'll have some big news soon.
And we love big news, so stay tuned if you want that. Equally well, you can also find him on Patreon, where you can get all of our D&D creations for free. Jonathan David Honey on Patreon.
Including this magnificent squishy bastard.
We love the magnificent squishy bastard.
Look at it.
So,
It's so squishy.
look at its magnificent squish. So, yeah, do those things. Now you can do me.
You can find my dear brother on Instagram at Chris Honey Actor, and you can find his theatre company, Short and Sweet Theatre. They are currently planning a Fringe show, so if you're at the Edinburgh Fringe, look them up. They've got a comedy musical that is very relatable about working a minimum wage job. It's very fun, and I highly recommend you go see it. Anywhere else I should check you out, Chris?
I mean, Instagram and Facebook for Short and Sweet Theatre. At some point in theory, we were going to get on TikTok. We haven't. TikTok is hard and stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even
Just
have
come
a
see the
TikTok.
show. We're on the Edinburgh Fringe website.
Yeah, exactly. Come to Edinburgh. Enjoy the Fringe. Get shouted at by
Indeed.
angry, not quite Scottish people.
Yeah.
Climb
Love
a
and
hill that's
appreciate
way
it.
fucking harder than
Jeez.
you think it is.
That's fair. That's why Arthur took a seat at the top.
Exactly. All right, we'll be back. We're not here next Monday, but we will be back the Monday after.
Yes.
Because Chris is buggered about by schedule stuff, and I think I've got a hell of a week next week. I was going to do the Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam again this year and stream that, but honestly, I haven't had any fucking time to prepare for it or like practice using any of the tools that I'd be using, so I'm probably not going to do it. Also, and I didn't realize this until today, halfway through it, I've got to go to a wedding.
That would be awkward.
So, might be a bit of a problem there. I'm still going to check it out and might at least sketch out an idea that I can evolve later. But yeah, I probably won't be doing the big marathon stream again, which is a shame because it was very fun last year, right up until the moment it wasn't.
Well, that's fine, because that's what next year's for.
That's what next year's for, and I will hopefully be better prepared. But thank you, everybody, and good night. Bye-bye.
Bye!